Ooh,
ooh. Oh, there we go. I'll catch you. They all go well together, all our flavor profiles, no matter what we make.
It sure does. This is America's Best Restaurants. I'm Danielle DeTomo with the ABR Roadshow, and we are in Romney, West Virginia today at a place called Lost Mountain BBQ. They are very involved with the community, love serving great food, which we get to try today. Let's check it out. Josh, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I am great. So I know you and your wife own this spot together. And what I want to know is where you got the name Lost Mountain BBQ from.
All right, so originally, in 2018, we were called 50 West BBQ. But turns out 50 West doesn't start until the other side of Romney Mountain, what I call Romney Mountain. So the old timers around here were like, well, you know, you're on 50 East technically. And I went, well, we're on the westbound side of 50. They're like, okay, we'll let it slide. Well, then when I realized I had to go all in and open a brick and mortar, I bought land on the eastbound side of 50, just down the road from where we were. So I had to think of a new name. Otherwise, the old timers wouldn't have accepted it. If you pissed them off, well,
you better leave.
Yeah. So to pay homage to my grandparents who are no longer with us, and like a family tradition, Lost Mountain subdivision is just about 10 minutes from here.
Josh, so glad to be here, and let's head back to the kitchen and get some food made. We are with Josh in the kitchen now, and we are about to try some food. Okay, what are we making right now?
Today we're gonna make the Romney Mountain Masterpiece. It's one of our best-selling loaded baked potatoes. I like to go with large portions. That way people feel like they're getting the most bang for the buck. And I can charge them a little bit more, but they eat twice off the same meal. So we start with about a 1 to 1 1/4 pound Idaho baked potato.
Idaho baked potato.
That's right. And then we cut them.
Oh, you're doing like a zigzag cut.
Cut them open. So look at butter on there. You gotta have your butter.
Of course.
A little salt and pepper bay, like so.
It's all about the wrist.
It is. I've got a little neuropathy, so my fingers are a little.
Oh, all right.
So then we add
a good job.
Nacho cheese, which is sometimes not what you're allowed to have because it's nacho cheese.
I love nacho cheese. Just keep it loaded up there.
And here we like to, we don't pour cheese, we cascade it.
I just got your joke, right? It took me a second to get his joke. Nacho cheese, okay.
Kind of like left Twix factory, Yep. There's some mac and cheese on there. By the end of this, they average about 2.8 to 3.3 pounds, something like that. So we had our mac and cheese and baked beans.
Who came up with this? I need to know.
It was a joke. It really was a joke.
It was a joke?
Like, I'm gonna pile a bunch of crap on a baked potato and you're all gonna love it, and they do.
And people literally love it and order it, so it stuck around.
So then we add smoked chicken, then we put on smoked brisket, and then our pulled pork. So then barbecue sauce and coleslaw, because it's America.
This is maybe the craziest thing I've ever seen, but in a good way.
And
I like crazy.
Don't drop this on your foot, you walk with a limp.
Oh my God, okay, thank you. He's really helpful back in the kitchen right now.
That's what we try,
Oh my, okay, I already have a fork laid here. I'm gonna let you hold it, because it looks like it's heavy.
Well, there's some weight to it, but I got it.
Okay.
So it's not quite as heavy as a brisket. So where do you start?
I don't even know, but.
Right?
Okay, well, I'm gonna just get a little bite here on the side, because I'm gonna tell y'all what, I'm not finishing this by myself. Someone's gotta help me. I don't know who, but. Ooh.
Oh, there we go. I'll catch you. What's wild is like all of our flavors somehow, and it wasn't planned, they all blend together. They all go well together, all our flavor profiles, no matter what we make. It
It sure does. I mean, so if you really want to try everything on their menu and you just can't decide, just order this and you're set.
Pretty much. And this, other than the mac and cheese, is gluten-free.
Okay.
Well, this and the nacho cheese.
All right.
We're very allergen conscious because our daughter has some food allergies, so we got tired of going to restaurants and then being like, well, she can have a salad. She doesn't want salad anymore.
Right. I want some other stuff.
So she can eat about 80% of our menu when we make it.
And I love that.
But
Well, there
that's
it
the Romney
is.
Mountain masterpiece.
Plenty of room for more, so if anyone would like to join me, I'm gonna head out to the dining area and actually try more food, see if I can finish this, so let's do it. Now we got more food to talk about. I wanna start with the ribs, because I'm ready to try these babies right here, so tell me about them.
Okay, so our rib recipe, it developed really quickly into what it is now after over 6 years in business. At first, we started out with using mustard as our binder. Now we go with brown sugar. Brown sugar, you rub that on there, let the brown sugar tack up to a nice glaze on it, and then we add the rub. But that also means you can't smoke it at too high of a temperature. You have to do true low and slow. Therefore, the sugar doesn't scorch. It's delicious, and people like to eat it.
I like to eat it right now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
The sauce too, wait. There's
This
more
one?
food, yeah.
So this one is our smoked lasagna.
Okay.
With a homemade bolognese sauce with smoked burger and smoked Italian sausage. There's like a lot of hidden vegetables in there, layers of different types of cheeses.
Okay. Is this like a special today?
Yes, so we don't have it all the time. We have ribs every day. You don't have the lasagna every day, but we do have usually some type of fusion barbecue, smoky side or smoky like full dinner entree available to you every day.
I love that you do that. So you'll like do different things like this for people to try.
Yeah, anything from this to pork belly burn ends to pastrami. I mean, we
Salmon,
do
smoked salmon.
smoked salmon. We do about everything.
It's really popular during Lent.
So just tell me how it all started. So 2019, you decided to open it up. Tell me a little bit about from 2019 to now 2024, how that journey has been.
Well, after driving a bread truck for 15 years, I got really tired of that. It got stale. And then I sold my distributorships to a friend of mine and was sitting on my porch at my house, semi-retired or temporarily retired. And I remember something my granddad said, which is, not what he said per se, but it'd been said many times. Find something you love to do and that you enjoy doing, and you'll never, and make money doing it, and you'll never work a day in your life. So I had this little offset smoker, and I was smoking a pork butt and drinking a beer. And I was like, how can I make money doing these two things? And I started watching YouTube videos, and I just had a knack for it. I like cooking. I've always liked cooking. I wanted to start an Italian restaurant, but there's quite a few Italian restaurants around here. So I went, yep, I'm just gonna do barbecue. And I started out as a roadside stand just up the road from here next to a liquor store, the cruise through, and we got started there. It was an interesting summer or season, and I realized that this is what I wanted to do. So I just went all in and bought the land here, built this place from the ground up, and got to watch every single thing happen from its, during its construction.
And he was really on a roll after that.
And the jokes continue.
So we've just kept adding one, and we keep just trying to make it better every year. He really loves torching things, as you can see, and we really try to do a lot of cool aesthetics here, funny decor. So just keep an eye on us. We keep adding on and trying to make it better. We do cater as well. We cater weddings, we cater any type of event, and we also go to big festivals, big concerts. You'll see us at Del Fest this summer if you're a big bluegrass fan.
And you're also very involved with your community. There's things that you've done. I mean, you've shared, I've heard some stories about really cool things you've done. Could you share some of those, how you've been involved with your community?
Oh, I mean, community is where it starts. I mean, we're a small town, so if you're not invested in the community, then most people aren't gonna really patron you. But at the same time, it's kind of a requirement.
It's just in his blood anyway. Even if we didn't have a restaurant, he would still be doing it.
So like, the first real big thing we did was when COVID hit, everything was shut down. One of the real major things was that first Thanksgiving of COVID, it was the Methodist church that was the church I grew up in. They always have their big community Thanksgiving dinner, and it's where you can come and sit down in the fellowship hall, or people will shut-ins will get deliveries. Well, that wasn't going to happen. And then I heard about it, and I was like, well, we could make it happen.
It was an elderly congregation, and they were worried about COVID.
Can't means won't.
So we stepped in and had a big free community Thanksgiving dinner. So it was very cool.
How amazing!
I think by the end of it, we served almost 500 people. There was leftovers, believe it or not. And then I was like, well, this was all paid for by donation, so I guess we're just going to box this up and send in some more people.
Great place. Thank you so much for having us. And this is Lost Mountain BBQ right here in Romney, West Virginia. Tasty food, and you're going to share a whole lot of laughs when you come to this amazing spot. They are one of America's best restaurants. And for the ABR Roadshow, I'm Danyel Detomo. I'll see y'all next time.